What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So we had the second update on the Toyota Crown 2015 version that is, and it's basically ready for its final assembly. So I just want to do this update before it gets patched up, especially the interior. We're not going to see much of it anyway. So yeah, let's get started with the chassis since it's right here in front of you. Again, this is a curbside, so obviously curbside means there's no engine. You just do have some slight chassis details, so there's nothing too major going on here. Yeah, very nice chassis. I mean, you do have part of your exhaust separate, your full back end separate, your front end assembly separate. You might notice there are some screws. Yes, there are screws in this kit, but that's just how this kit was made, and it's actually pretty nice. And I will be filling in those screw holes with super glue, and I'll be painting them black just so those screw holes are not really visible. Not like I'm gonna be flipping the car over anyway, but I know I just like to have those screw holes, visible and not, so exposed. But the reason why they're there is there's actually springs in this chassis, as you can see right there. And you might not believe me, but these actually have suspension. They actually spring. So those screw holes, or those screws, they actually do your ride height because they do compress your springs. So once I get the whole model on his wheels and stuff, the ride height might not be good. It might be like crooked or whatever, so I might have to tighten or loosen those screws. And then that's why I say after the model's done, I will fill in those screw holes and then make sure the suspension is correct. Make sure it's not like cockeyed or anything like that. But very nice chassis, painted flat black, got some dry brushing under there, oil pan did silver, the exhaust did aluminum. The back portion is aluminum from Vallejo because I wanted to match the front end because I did not feel like masking that off. For me, it's just easier to paint this part by hand, so that's why we use Vallejo aluminum for the exhaust back here for my airbrush, so it can match the front nicely. Then the gas tank, just painted in gunmetal. And then, various different colors here and there. But yeah, very basic. But, you're not going to be seeing much of it anyway. Then, yeah, so there's the chassis. Nothing really major there. The interior, I'm actually really happy how this interior turned out. Of course, right-hand drive, Japanese. It's Japan. So I know there's some people out there that do not like building right-hand drive cars, but for me, it's kind of fun, it's unique, and it's something different than, doing all U.S. vehicles. So, we got like a two-tone, black and red going on here. Since this is the Athlrte is more like a sportier trim of this car. So, why not have a sporty trim and have a nice red interior? So, got black in the headrest and stuff, and then you got black on the back of the seats. Dashboard, got some red on there. The red down here was actually pretty difficult because, of course, I painted red first because you want to paint the light colors first, then paint the rest, dark colors last because the dark colors cover easier. This was actually a really pain in the butt to mask off. So, what I've actually never used it for. I had this stuff for years now, was Vallejo liquid mask. And that stuff actually worked really, really good. I did not do how-to on that because, obviously, I needed to experience with it more. Which I probably do need more experience, so there won't be a how-to on that for quite some time. I'll say that because before I do how-to video, I'd like to have at least 3, maybe 4, if not more, times to experiencing with that product or with that skill before I even show it off to you guys. So, but first time it worked out pretty good. It was a very complicated area to put masking tape because masking tape kept peeling up, and yeah, so not very good. I kind of ran out of seatbelt material, but not too big a deal because I did tinted the taillights, or the taillights, the back glass. So yeah, I kind of ran out of seatbelt material, but not too big a deal. But I did there's none for driver's side, which you're not going to see anyway because they usually tuck down on the side of a seat on seats. But nah, not too big a deal. I got some carbon fiber in there on the center console and on a dash. Nothing too major. Didn't want to do a lot of carbon fiber because I didn't do any carbon fiber on the exterior, like on the body. So, but very nice flocked it gray, or like a really dark gray, blackish, you want to call it. But yeah, very nice interior. I'm actually really happy how this turned out. And this kit, you do have an optional to put in pedal shifters. So I figured, why not put in some pedal shifters, even though it isn't automatic. But, pedal shifters, they go through the gears and stuff. So very cool. And nothing left is just the body. I got part of the body ready. It's actually ready for its main window and stuff and get assembled onto the interior. So it's pretty much ready. Yes, I got to do fingerprints all over it because, clear coat, you are touching the model. But that's why I polish my models no matter what, because every model is done, you can just wipe them off with a cloth. Front end's very cool. The headlights, everything, the grill. Obviously, you had to well, this particular grill, it's molded in one piece, so I shipped it and painted it all black and then mask off where the chrome is and paint it chrome. The nice modern fog lights down there. Then taillights were a little fiddly. I will say that because it's a two-piece, because you get the red lens and you get the clear lens below it, and you have to glue them together. So that was a little fiddly part, but not too big a deal. You just have to take your time and go slow, and they will work. And yeah, very nice body. And I got the window trim. I just did a how-to video on the window trim because I do get some people asking me how I do that. Well, it's out. So yeah, but very nice body. I love this color. Had this color in my paint bin for a while from Splash Paints. Splash Paints sent this color to me for I'm not sure what reason. He just sends me a bunch of colors randomly. So this is one of the colors he sent me a long time ago, and I just never used it until now. And this is actually a really beautiful color. It looks really good on this sedan. So very, very, very nice blue. But that's pretty much about it. Just a nice short update. Just give you, show you what I'm doing. This is gonna be all box stock. I was gonna go with some aftermarket wheels, but with this color blue, I'm actually kind of am digging these stock wheels. I'm just keeping them in this like chromy aluminum finish they're already molded in, which actually looks really nice. And they do actually, I'm actually digging it. I don't really normally do these chromy, aluminum wheels, but I figured for this one, we'll just have it for like a guy that just bought it. He doesn't really customize his cars, so he's keeping the stock wheels and stuff. So very, very cool. And yeah, so there's not much more to do. Just got to do the windows and stuff. You just got to do some, small body work, the mirrors, and the windshield wipers, the exhaust, and that's pretty much about it. And we'll give you a little general idea on how the interior kind of looks inside this body. It's actually really, really cool with this red without screwing it up. Yeah, look at that. That's gonna look really, really neat in there. Yeah, I'm actually glad I did it in that red. But alright guys, that's it for this video. Next time you're gonna see this is obviously gonna be a final. So might be a final probably this coming weekend, who knows? But alright guys, that's it for this video. And until next video, I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.